right. Duke Kahonamokus. Right there on Waikiki Beach in Honolulu, Hawaii. Henry Capono, he puts out an hour. He plays there every Sunday. He has for like 30 years. And he puts out like an hour of it every on YouTube every afternoon today. You know, he's doing a lot of cover tunes and stuff, you know, Mustang Sally and things of that nature, and some originals. Has occasional guests that can actually perform well, and some that he's just being kind. But it's all good. It's right there. The beach is right behind him, and it's just good way to get yourself in a particular mind space. That's very pleasurable for me, anyway. So I recommend it. Henry Capono with a K. And in fact, if you like it, check him out. He's got a cool website. And if you order anything off there, he like I ordered like a couple CDs and a T-shirt, and he sent me like a very nice writing ballpoint pen with his name on it, nice, and a pad of paper with his name on it, a couple stickers, none of which were ordered. Like a bunch of extra stuff. The only person who's ever done something like that. And I've ordered twice from him. So just, if that ain't the aloha spirit, what the hell is, you know? So but today we're gonna do my song that I wrote. Just today's version. This will be version 2, but it's really, basically doing it today, and the next time I'll do it will be the next time I do it. You know what I mean? Here it is, Left Behind. Well, my government's declared war on me. They're trying to force me to buy an EV. Well, I ain't gonna swallow that bitter pill. 'Cause right now I can't even buy a thrill. I just wish they'd let me be free. Peace of mind is getting harder and harder to find. The world is marching on, I'm being left behind. I don't mind. I don't mind. Well, I won't be sad to see it go, 'cause I prefer to take it slow. I can make my own music, what more do you need? I'm just not cut out for world ruled by greed. I can feed my soul by singing my own songs, and the world can kiss my ass if it won't sing along. Peace of mind is getting harder and harder to find. The world is marching on, I'm being left behind. I don't mind. I don't mind. The world is disappearing up its own ass. It won't be long before it has some real bad gas. You better be able to think for yourself. Take the trophies for showing up down off your shelf. Well, who the hell would want to get along with everyone? The earth will eventually be swallowed by the sun. The answer is in windmills and electric cars. The future is out there, a twinkling in the stars. So until the shit finally hits the fan, I'm gonna rock out as hard as I can. Peace of mind is getting harder and harder to find. The world is marching on, I'm being left behind. I don't mind. No, I don't mind. No, I don't mind. No, I don't mind. I don't. I think a lot of people find themselves in that position right now. Now, you know, who doesn't like, I'm putting this video, recording it in my home, on an electric guitar with a microphone and an iPad, and the phone's awfully nifty. Although I got the latest iPhone and it's a pain in the ass. That's kind of that whole the world is disappearing up its own ass shit. Where are we going? Did anybody ever stop to think that maybe there's an ideal pace for the human race? As in, where can you go? You know? And that's, you know, just how maybe we have to just have a little more ethics about where we're going with all this. You know, like I saw this app advertised on, you know, there's one game I've ever played and will only play on my phone. It helps out. It was good. But I started playing it when I used to have a job with involved computers. And you'd have to just hit a button and wait. And this was like a minute and a half long, so it would kind of work out perfectly. And I've been playing it ever since. But anyway, I mean, there's just a pace that we might be passing, that humans just are not at their optimal, and but you can't stop it. There's always going to be somebody who wants to take it there or take advantage of the shit. So I understand that. So I don't know. So I guess you're like, do you have an answer? What could society do, or suggestions, or whatever? I don't. I think basically you need to just kind of worry about making your own little cocoon or something, where you can live the way you want to some extent, but they don't want to do that. Like, even if you buy like a pretty hard scrabble plot of land out in northern Arizona, let's say, but they if you're gonna stay there, they make you put in a septic tank, and there's nowhere you can go anymore, and they want your money, and they're just gonna blow it on things that are not worthy, you know? So I don't have any answers, except I think ideally my one suggestion for the world would be get rid of all our federal governments, and I seriously mean that. And I understand that the armies are a difficult decision because they're as much a deterrent as they are. So if you get rid of yours, it doesn't mean the other guy's gonna, sort of thing. But if we all just drew it back to more local communities with, you know, you have to have some structure, obviously. But localized. There's no need for it to be making shit in China and selling it here and vice versa. There really isn't. And that's that whole thing. Where's the profit stop? There's got to be a limit to it, you know? And there should be, maybe, you know? And I'm not looking for control. I'm just saying everybody should dial it back and keep it more local. You know, you produce what you need in that town, and, you know, the technology can still be shared, and there's components maybe. So it's not easy, but I think you're basically left with just, as individuals and family units, trying to make it go there, you know, and hopefully you have decent people living around you, not too many of them. So that's my thoughts on that. That's where I'm at. I think a lot of people are in that zone. How do you get out of this? You know, how do I opt out? Believe it or not, we went a long time without the smart stuff, you know. the accessories. You know, just the shallowness of society really gets me down, though. Like was talking about the game I play maybe, and but there's all these ads, and there's this new ad. Like if you take a picture, I guess selfies or any picture, and your eyes are closed or something, there's something you hit and it opens your eyes, or it'll open you, but it fattens your lips. I mean, it's not real. Why would you? Why? You know, you look like what you look like, man. Deal with it. You know, and try and eat right and exercise. There's no need to fucking manipulate this shit. How shallow can you be? You know, and this goes back to those fat ass people that from the K's and shit. I don't even want to say the names of these people I think are destroying our society. That's where I'm at. So it's kind of hard to make references. I'm going to work that out. But there's nothing cool about that. And then, like you go around, I'm in Central Florida, so there's a lot of shallow people here. Like a ton, 1,000 million, 100,000 million people who are just sad and pathetic. And but they look just like that, the one with the big tutor and fucking... That's her, man. Why don't you do something on your own? Or, I just don't get it. I don't get it. It's like Keith Richards, one of my heroes. I've never thought of doing heroin, smoking cigarettes, dressing in a girl's clothes, which he does. I mean, he's not dressing in dresses, but like a lot of those shirts and stuff and boots and those are like, it doesn't make him any less cool or manly, but I've never wanted to do that, and I still think he's pretty cool, down-to-earth guy just by the music he makes, and when you see his interviews, believe it or not, Mick's kind of a global guy, but they're kind of down-to-earth family people, They're somehow been able to, they just build a wall around themselves, and craziness goes around, and I'm sure that when they were younger, but for the most part, like Keith has been pretty, just seems to down to earth, like Paul McCartney as well, somehow. They're just real people. They grew up. They grew up long enough in a sane world where they've been able to maintain being somewhat normal even through all the fame and money. It seems. And then you get some of these other people who are not nearly as good and they just think that they're special, Like there's this one dude, he's in a very famous band. There's a bird, and it's involved with our country's logo, and it's got a white head and a yellow beak and brown feathers. Well, he actually has a team of people, a team of lawyers, and this is, you can look it up, although I recommend you don't use the G one, but he will go after your YouTube channel if you cover one of their songs. Now, any normal person would be happy because you still get the money if there's any money there that's copyrighted, but B, it's just kind of an honor, a tribute. They like your song. So it mystifies me. And there's actually a couple things on the YouTube where people talking about this. It's crazy. Like, he'll try and destroy your channel for doing their songs. I can't even wrap my head around it. How shallow. And then he goes and they charge, who knows what they charge, because I've never even thought about going to their show. But he's allegedly lip syncing the majority of the time. I mean, and even before I found this out, I thought I never was a big fan of them. But and say what you want, all right, I'm gonna have to say something. But like Joe Walsh is in that band, and everybody's like, oh, he's still cool, and I don't generally disagree, but at the same time, he's okay with it, so it's not all that okay in my mind. So, and that's what's happened in the last few years. A, we know more, and B, God, it's made you have to make decisions, or just face that these people aren't really good people, It stinks. That's why the interviews are good to watch and shit. You can kind of read between the lines on just how they react to certain questions, what they say, and what they want to talk about. And thankfully, a lot of my heroes, or a good amount, are still just want to talk about music and are down to earth people and understand. And there's others that don't, I guess. So I don't know. Don't have any answers there. Still working that out myself. And I'm doing this. I'm spreading the word about music I love, hopefully, and it's inspired me to start writing my own tunes that are hopefully all right. I'm happy with that song. I like that song that I just did. I think it's pretty good. And it's fun when you're doing a song and you kind of you hit where you do a little bridge and throw the riff back in, and it seems to fit, and it's like you're on the right path. The feeling you get, anyways. So I'm pretty happy with that one. I hope you like it, and if you do, pass it on, subscribe, whatever you can do to help. I don't have many filters, and so I speak right from here, and I mean it. And what my motto is: the immortal words of Boutros Ghali. Only stupid people don't change their mind. But I think on the basics, I got a pretty strong foundation that has stood up through all the BS. So, but that's this is what I'm doing, and I like to share. I like to get people to think. Hopefully, I can get. You got to be open-minded, man, and I don't know. I'm always trying to work it out, pass along what I'm figuring out, or just the process maybe, or something. But mostly just hopefully passing along good music and good taste. That's my strongest suit. That's stronger than my singing, playing, everything else. So I don't know. I could go on. Got a new chair. New stool. That was at Sam Ash is going out of business. $30 stool. And I tell you, I went in there yesterday, the one in Tampa, and I'm like, I gotta get out of here before I do something stupid. 20% off. I'm actually gonna go back, and if I get another 10% on a thing or two, I might get something. But they may be gone. But so check out Henry Capono live at Duke's in Honolulu, Waikiki Beach, YouTube. Probably a new one up there today. That's it. Check out Peter Centinello's channel. Very good. He just goes around the world and talks to real people, usually hooks up with. He's got a great one out right now too, with a First Amendment lawyer walking around Washington, D.C. He's just talking about the buildings, but the DHS building, this nondescript, monolithic, Eastern European, communist era type building that hundreds of thousands of people work in and make money, and they do nothing but spy on U.S. citizens and shit. Worst thing ever, Patriot Act, people. Smarten up, man. Know what's going on. Shit like that, but it's always something interesting, and he doesn't, he just kind of lets the story play out. It's a good thing. So, more you know. All right, over and out.